Welcome to another match of Mage Wars. This time I'm playing the Druid against Schwenkgott. He's the Warlock. So let's see, I will start with a mana flower and a vine tree. I could start with a mana flower and a battle forge if I had a battle forge, but I decided to not use it anymore in this build because often I can't use all the actions and still have enough mana to cast grizzlies, and I prefer to have grizzlies soon. They're just too good because they have one big strong hit, and that often helps a lot to kill creatures before they are able to attack in that round. Therefore I prefer to have a grizzly with beer strength over, let's say, 2 timber wolves. So let's see, maybe he's an Adramalech type of warlock. That can be very dangerous for my tree. If he is, I learned from a recent game that I should not spend too many resources in losing the tree. If he focuses on the tree, then okay, it will die sooner or later. In that case, I need to build up my creatures quickly instead of spending too many resources into the tree. Okay, but he seems not to cast Adramalech in round 2, since he casts the Battle Forge now. I start with a vine tree and put a tree bound marker on it. Okay, he harmonizes his battle forge. I'm not a fan of doing that because you spend so many resources in one conjuration that only has 6 life. It has high armor for sure, but still, if the opponent focuses it, it's gone quickly. Especially if it's cast in the middle, since then it's more easier to target. Since he spent both his actions into increasing his channeling somehow, I will go with 2 mana flowers. Oh, we have 2 viewers now. Hi, Katrina. Okay, he summoned Sectaris from the Battleforge. I'm not a big fan of Sectaris because you need to do damage to use its ability to cast a curse, and then you need to you can only spend 2 mana for casting the curse, because the rest of the costs are reveal costs, which are not paid by the sword. Therefore, if you really want to use the mana, you need to at least put a curse on the enemy with it every other round, and that's not likely. So most Warlocks I see using Sectaris, they bank a lot of mana on the sword that they will never use. Otherwise it would be, I mean, if you can really use it every round, then I guess it's cool. But that happens seldomly, especially against the Druid, where you are hindered often. So yeah, I would go for the Lash of Hellfire. And then you get the flame bonus as well. Or leash. Okay, I'm using a mana flower with the quick cast. And another mana flower with my full action. And I'm done. If you spend so many actions into armoring himself, I think I will use Tanglevine on him. That way I use the Vine Tree's action and his ability to put a curse on a living creature. No, on a creature. It can't put the curse on Tanglevine. Therefore, that ability is useless. Okay, so it's a Tanglevine. And then can enchant this ring and a Reno hide. Okay, he casts Mage Bane on my Druid. Oh no! My poor Druid. Okay, he attacks Tangleline with the Zectaurus. That's 5 dice. An average roll. 5 damage. Still, it's nice for me, since he has to spend at least 2 actions to get out of Tanglevine, and the action to cast it came from the Vine Tree. So I could move away from him now, so he can't cast a curse on me next round. But actually I prefer to move towards him, because next round I want to cast a Grizzly. Okay, now I got 2 damage from the Mage Bane, but I will use Tree Bond to remove the damage. Okay, so I want a regrowth and a Grizzly. I could also cast a Vine Snapper in his Battleforge's zone. Why not? Usually if I cast the White Snapper, I like to use Reverse the Beast on him, because it's quite a nice attack for 2 mana, but in this case I prefer to cast Regrowth, since I guess he will cast a Gurot on me. way he casted the Gauntlets of Strength with a Battleforge. What is he doing? Yeah, if you ask me, he already spent too many actions into stuff that doesn't really help him a lot. Like, okay, the Ring of Curses is nice, but the Fire Shaper's Ring doesn't really help. Demon Hide Armor, it won't help him until I attack him, and then I guess I will use a Dissolve first anyway. So it will help him at some point, but and the most important thing is that Zekjaros doesn't help him in this game. Not against Tanglevine, and only a bit against my mage. Maybe against my creatures, yeah. And I have much higher channeling than him. I have 14, including the Vine Tree, and he has 11, including the Forge. So this doesn't look good for him. Okay, he put 2 enchantments on me this round. And I will put 1 on me. I guess he put a Groove Rod and a Mage Bane on me. If you put Groove Rod on me next round, I will have enough mana to remove Poison Blood and Gold Rod. Well, not if I reveal Regenerate. He does not reveal something, so I will go with a Mage Wand and a Dispel or a Seeking Dispel. I have quite a few Dispels, but against a Cursed Warlock they might not be enough, so I want to use my Mage Wand as soon as possible. And I guess the Dissolve on his Demon Hide has to wait. I will first attack the Battleforge anyway. Yeah. I could also cast a Hand of Brimshala. If he attacks my creatures, that might help, but I think I will go for Dispel or Seeking Dispel. Deploy phase. I deploy a Vine Marker only. He deploys the Veteran's Belt, yeah. He's quite some defense now. Okay, I mean, he has only 2 armor, so the Veteran's Belt won't be that helpful. But I definitely need to dissolve some of his stuff before attacking him. But for now, I will go for the Forge. Okay, he puts an Agony on my Grizzly. Yeah, not bad for him. Agony is quite useful, I guess. I could Dispel Agony, but against a Cursed Warlock, I haven't played much against a Cursed Warlock with my Druid, and I don't want to risk too much. So I prefer, if I have 3 enchantments on my mage, I prefer to move them first. He attacks Tanglevine again. Cool. That way he does not use his action against my creatures. That's nice. Yeah, wow. 4 critical damage against his forge. That's heavy. But no damage with the bear. Okay, so now I think I will Dispel Agony to use my Mage Wand again. And I think I save some mana, so next round I can cast a Grizzly. And I want a regrowth on my Grizzly. Or a Hand of Bimshala. Actually, I prefer a Hand of Bimshala. Well, yeah. I Dispel and cast over Hand of Bimshala. And well, if I don't want to bank mana for the Grizzly, I could cast a Raptor Vine. Yeah, let's do that. Cast some more armor on his mage. And a Battle Fury on his mage. Okay. He has... Well, his second attack is only with 4 dice. Okay. Actions. First I will see if I can kill the Battleforge. Yeah, I can. Wow. Well, I only needed 2 crit. That's still awesome roll. He's attacking the Raptor Vine. Yeah, that was a nice roll again. Rolled 3 normal damage and 8 crit. Okay, so now I want to dissolve his demon hide armor. I want a regrowth on my grizzly. And I want a tangle vine on him so he can't move out of the range from the vine snapper. Can I afford that? 4 mana for 12 mana. Yeah, okay, I can. If he casts a hidden enchantment on himself, which might be a nullifier, I guess I will try to dissolve his leather boots. That way I save mana if it's a nullifier. Helm of Fear. I guess I will dissolve that first. He summons a pet, okay. I guess then I will attack the pet. Again over average. Yeah, the pet won't do much. I already have too much damage in that zone. So before it's able to attack, I guess it will be dead. Well, but I mean, I roll again over average. Well, 1 over average. Yeah, as I said in the chat, if you do something like that and you want to make sure your creature hits at least once, then wait, I have to pay 3 mana. Then you need to, I mean, if you already have few creatures and the opponent, or no creature, and the opponent has quite some high hitting creatures like the Grizzly that are able to kill your creatures soon, then you need to pass till only one of the opponent's creatures is able to attack, and then you summon your creature. And it's even better if you do it in a round when the opponent has an initiative, so next round your creature can attack first. Like in this case, my Grizzly can attack his Darkback Slayer before the Slayer is able to attack. Yeah. So I could give him Beer Strength, but I guess that's too much. I will go with a Falcon Precision in case he casts. Well, let's use a Nullify. That way he can't protect him. And he can't heal. What else? What is off? Record. There's only one card prepared. It's the last round anyway, so it's quick. Okay, thank you all for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Bye.